This is VCC's downtown campus. VCC has two campuses at downtown and also in Broadway. You don't get to choose which campus you go to. It depends on what programs you're taking. At VCC's downtown campus, we have a lot of programs such as hospitality, baking and pastry, culinary, dental technology sciences, accounting, marketing, design programs, and many more. This is VCC's Salon and Spa, and this is the home of our cosmetology diploma, which is a 2-year program that leads to a 3-year post-graduation work permit. We also have hairstyling certificate and also the aesthetics and spa therapy certificate. So come and take a look at how the salon and spa looks like and what we have to offer.
Hello everybody, welcome to Vancouver Community College. This is the VCC Salon and Spa department. In our department here, we have a hairstylist foundation program and a full spa program. Both of the programs run 10 months and they happen right here at this location. Let's go on a tour. So in the salon reception area here, this is where we retail skin products and hair products that are sold by the students in both our hair and our spa program. Part of our programs is learning how to retail products and how to work at the front desk. So the hair students and the spa students both partake in retailing and working in a live front desk scenario. The industry has indicated that both of those are really important parts of being a spa technician or a hairstylist. So let's keep going. So our hairstylist foundation program is approximately 10 months long. We usually take about 20 students per class, so 20 students to one instructor. Program again is 10 months long. The first 8 weeks you spend in a classroom working on mannequins and learning the foundational services that we provide in the salon. After that first 8 weeks, we then move to doing 1 day of theory work and 2 days working in the salon. In the program, you learn things like hair cutting, hairstyling, updos, coloring, perming, how to retail products, how to do proper consultations with clients. We have some business courses that we teach you on how to function as a professional stylist in today's salons, and even talk a little bit about different types of salon ownership and different types of ways that you could develop your own salon one day. So it's a well-rounded foundation program that teaches you again cutting, styling, coloring, perming, all the things you need to be a well-versed hairstylist. Now follow me and I'm going to take you on a tour of the spa facilities here at Vancouver Community College. Our department was fully remodeled in 2014 and I think you will find it's quite nice back here. So welcome to the aesthetics department here at Vancouver Community College. This is where our program unfolds back here. As you can see here, we have our manicure area and our pedicure area. Manicures and pedicures are only 2 of the services that you will learn in our spa program. Back this way, we have some treatment rooms, which we will show you as well, and a training spa as well. In the spa program, it's approximately 10 months long. You will learn how to do waxing, manicures, pedicures, body treatments, massage, facials, and specialized facials. Amongst many other services. So it's a very full 10 months that will prepare you to be a esthetician that can provide a full menu of services when you go out and work in the real world in an actual spa. We also, of course, service clients in our spa just like we do in our salon program. So after the first couple months of training, you will then start practicing what you've learned on real live guests in our spa environment 2 days a week. And that 1 day a week will be your theory day and where you continue to learn more advanced treatments as you move throughout the 10-month program. So again, this is our dispensary or cabine, as some spas call it. This is where we store all the professional use products that we use on our clients when we are performing services. We carry Dermalogica and Eminence Organics products, which are 2 of the industry leaders in professional skincare products. Students also receive additional education provided by both of those companies. They come on site to give education on the product line specifically. Much like in our salon, where we carry AG professional hair care products and Goldwell color products. So hair students also receive additional training from the members of the industry whose products we carry here at our facility. And I'm just going to bring you into what we call a training spa. And this is where students perform services on each other, sometimes guests or people they bring in, but this is where they practice all the treatments before they're permitted to perform those treatments on members of the public. All right. So here we have our training spa. As you can see, the classrooms are set up just like a working spa, except the room is obviously very open. There is curtained off areas for when certain services are underway. Again, students work on each other. So if you're going to join this program, you have to feel comfortable with getting some treatments. But I assure you, I think you will enjoy that part of your program.
We are now in front of the JJ's restaurant at VCC, Vancouver Community College's downtown campus. So the JJ's restaurant is a student-run facility. It is open to the public. So if you are in Vancouver, come and have a meal. The meals are very high-end 5-star hotel or restaurant level. However, those meals are sold to you at a very much discounted price because our students are still in training. The culinary arts diploma students will learn how to cook. They also learn how to communicate with customers so that you know they can answer very specific questions about the cuisine for you and then recommend the best wine or beverages that can go with your meal. Now we are in front of VCC Cypher Market, which is bakery that is open to the public as well. So our baking and pastry students will learn how to make bread or pizzas, as well as some snacks and dessert items, and they will be sold to the public. So come and take a look to see what they have made. And now we are in one of VCC's kitchens. So you all know that VCC is the only public institution in Metro Vancouver offering a culinary arts program. Our culinary arts program for international students is a diploma program. It's a 2-year program focusing on teaching students to be a professional cook after they graduate. At VCC, we have 2 campuses. Both campuses have kitchens on site for students to learn. And at the downtown campus, we have between 10 and 12 kitchens. Every kitchen serves a different purpose. This kitchen, for example, is where students are getting assessed. So, for example, they will have exams, practical exams that they have to showcase their skills. So, for example, students will be given a 5-course menu that they have to make the food and then present them on the table so that they can get graded. So this is one of the many courses that our students are learning to become a professional cook in the future. Every class usually has 20 students that combines international and Canadian students. So when you are in this program, you'll make friends with Canadian students as well as people from different parts of the world. It is a truly international program because sometimes in a class of 20, we have students from 10 different countries. So if you haven't already come to Vancouver, if you haven't already come to VCC to try out the food that our students make, please come and taste it for yourself to see how good of a menu that our students can put together. We are now on the 4th floor of VCC's downtown campus, and this area is called the hospitality wing of VCC. At VCC, hospitality is one of our largest programs where hundreds of students have graduated every year to go and work in hotels, restaurants, golf courses, and anything in the hospitality industry. So this is a 2-year program in a diploma that you can complete. After the 2 years, you get a diploma, and you can also continue with a bachelor's degree. Or if you already have a degree in a different discipline, feel free to come into VCC's Hospitality Management Post-Degree Diploma, which is designed for anybody who's already got a bachelor degree. And we have a very high employment rate of between 95 and 96% for international students and Canadian students from the diploma, the degree, and the post-degree program to graduate, to find a job right away. We have a lot of students getting supervisory and management jobs after graduation. So if you want to work in hospitality industry in Vancouver, please join VCC.
So in the hospitality department, students learn a variety of subjects. In particular, you're here for the computer lab. And the computer lab is designed for students to learn any type of technology related to the industry. So students are involved in learning not only typical software that most students are involved with, which is Microsoft, the PDF components. They'll learn PowerPoint presentations, how to be able to work on certain regulations on the technology, how that works in the hospitality industry. But at the same time, you'll find students that will be engaged in other variety of components that are used in the industry today. So for example, if a student needs to check in a guest, they'll learn here what skills they need to present in order for them to be able to check in a guest into a hotel room. If they are concierge and they have to walk as students to a different department where they take them up to show them what the rooms look like, that's also involved in that. Or if students that are involved in the restaurant part of hospitality, they'll learn how to be able to check in a person and use the technology to make sure that they get their bills on time, pay for the bill, and they involve them and engage the clients or the customers on how to properly be able to process through a check-in, food and beverage, and all the other departments that involves technology.
So at VCC, we also offer a lot of student events. For example, this is Diwali. We're celebrating a particular festival, and every event will have a table hosting a lot of different brochures and also pens and giveaways. If you are a VCC student, there will be a lot of chance for you to connect with other international students, to become an international student peer mentor, or to just communicate with other students from different parts of the world to make it a truly Canadian learning experience. So I hope you get to experience all that too. If you want to learn more information about this, please contact VCEC.
Hi everyone, today we are going to visit the VCC Vancouver Community College. There is Angela. Angela, could you introduce by yourself and your school briefly?
Of course, yeah. Hi everyone, 안녕하세요. My name is Angela Liang and I am the Manager of International Marketing and Recruitment at Vancouver Community College. So VCC has been around for more than 55 years. We're one of the largest and oldest public colleges in BC. We offer a lot of programs, and many of those programs get you a job. The reason that we have the name community in our college name is because we have a very good connection with local employers in a way that we provide them with future employees, and they provide us, especially our students, with job opportunities. So we're working very closely together to help the government of BC reduce some employment gap, because these students after graduation are hopefully going to get good jobs in BC that will really help with the labor market. So that's our goal, is to really help international students get educated, get a job, and also eventually maybe stay in Canada for longer, because they all qualify for post-graduation work permit if they're in the right program.
I feel like you did everything already.
Oh my.
Okay.
Should I break it down by section?
No, it's okay. That's it. I like it. Angela, how long we have been doing together?
Oh, I can't remember how long. I've been working at VCC since 2013. And when I was at VCC, we already have a contract. So at least 10, 15 years already. So James has been helping us a lot.
Did I?
Yes, with referring Korean students our way. And I know that you're also working on other nationalities too, right?
We do. We have Korea, Vietnam, Mexico, Japanese, Chinese, and Taiwan as well.
That is awesome. He's been really helpful, especially answering student questions in languages that I can't speak. I can't speak Korean, so...
There's another one. Actually, do you remember that? Around 5 years ago, I had some, I need your help. Then you told me that, James, don't worry, your name is Brand. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
I remember, yeah. So James has been working with us for a really long time, and I remember how we want to work very closely together to provide international students the right information that you're looking for, and to let you know what options are available at VCC. So thank you very much, James, for helping us out.
Thank you so much. So first of all, you already give us all the explanation about your school, but what course is the most popular in VCC?
So there are many popular programs, and if I have 5 hours, I can talk about them all. Mm-hmm. But just very quickly, the most popular programs at VCC are currently programs that are in the hospitality industry. Mm-hmm. So for example, hospitality management diploma, or the post-degree diploma, baking and pastry, certificates, culinary arts diploma. So these are very popular because they train students to work in hospitality industry. Some other popular programs include cosmetology, which train you to become a hairstylist or esthetician. We also have some popular business programs. For example, our Canadian Business Post-Degree Diploma is at one point 100% employment rate. Currently, it's about 95% employment rate, but it is still quite popular. We have some other design programs are also attracting a lot of students. For example, graphic design, fashion design, and jewelry art and design. And especially recently, we have more students interested in technology programs
right.
because Vancouver is the tech hub of North America. I think in 2021, we are the fastest growing city in North America in terms of job growth in the tech sector. So computer systems technology, network, CAD and BIM drafting design, these are becoming very popular because they all lead to careers.
And which program there are many Korean students, mostly?
Oh, Korean students are smart. They know what programs lead to a lot of employment opportunities. So they usually go into like hospitality, culinary, cosmetology, graphic design as well. So they're usually in the most popular programs because they know those programs will well prepare them, equip them to take on challenges in the workforce. So yeah, they're usually in those programs that are leading to employment.
But recently, when we applied to school, and the VCC, you guys, we don't have any seats for international students. Is there any reasons?
Well, I won't be apologizing for that. But I do want to let you know that some programs, only VCC offers them as a public institution in Metro Vancouver.
Which program?
So for example, cosmetology, we're the only public Metro Vancouver institution offering this program. If you're considering this program, your other choices will be private institutions, or you may have to go to Vancouver Island or interior BC for that. So that's why, because there are no other choices in Vancouver for those kind of programs, so they fill up really quickly. Cosmetology, definitely. Culinary, baking and pastry, these three are usually filling up the quickest. And then some other programs like automotive programs, because not a lot of institutions offer them, we're also quite popular. But for hospitality, they don't fill up that quickly, even though they're really popular, but we have hundreds of capacity. So if you're interested in hospitality, business, technology, they usually have a lot more capacity than culinary or automotive.
So in order to enter a VCC, so we gotta prepare around a year ago, right? Or a year before, isn't it?
Yes, a lot of our programs open 11 months before the classes begin. So we would really encourage you to try to prepare. Talk to James's team about when to start your application, when to gather all the documents that you have, so that when we open for application, you'll be the first or among the first to submit the application, which will give you a higher chance of getting a seat.
But recently, once you guys open admission, the first day is already occupied, isn't it?
Only for cosmetology so far. Cosmetology closed on the first day, but the other programs were still opening.
Why do you think cosmetology is very, famous and popular? First day.
I have a theory. I think it's because this profession in other countries, they don't necessarily make a lot of money. But in BC, in Canada specifically, students get good salary. You're not getting really bad salary. Your salaries are pretty good. You get commissions or service fees if you have a lot of clients. And if you sell a product, you also get something out of it. And the most important thing is you get tips. So in some Asian countries I know of, they don't really pay tips for the service industry people, but in Canada they do. So I have heard from some students who have worked in cruise ships or higher end hotels, they're making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 per year. Which is a really good profession. That's why students are interested in this program. And again, because VCC is the only public institution in Metro Vancouver, that's why it fills up quickly.
That's good reason too. And also, I feel like the admission English requirement for a cosmetology program only 5.5.
It only requires 5.5. We don't need to look at your high school transcripts, no math. That is why a lot of students who may not meet the requirements for the program will be looking at this program. So because it's relatively easy to get in, it's very easy to get a job, and we're the only one offering in Vancouver. That's why it fills quickly. So if you're really interested in this profession, you need to apply as early as the first day of applications.
Then could you more explain about the English requirement, other courses as well?
So the English requirements are different for every program. Some programs are 6.5, no band less than 6. Some programs 6.0, some programs 5.5, 1 or 2 programs 5.0. So it depends on the program. But for the most part, usually it's a 6.5 requirement. But we also accept Duolingo permanently. There's no deadline or expiry date of Duolingo. As long as you have taken Duolingo in the past 2 years, you can apply with Duolingo scores. Usually it's 115, some programs 110, some programs 95.
How about the tuition?
Oh, the tuition rates are different by program again, just like admission requirements.
Just major programs.
Major programs. So usually it's between, I would say, $15,000 and $22,000 per year, because every program is different. For example, our newest hospitality management post-degree diploma, it's only about $31,000 for 2 years. Some programs like healthcare assistant, it is an expensive program to run, so it's like $42,000.
But that's for a new program for international students.
For international students, so these are the international student fees.
And also there is another one new program, PDD program, post-degree diploma.
Yeah, we have 4 post-degree diplomas right now, one in business management, one in project management, one in network technology, and we have a new one in hospitality management. So you don't have to have experiences. We don't really look for a GPA requirement. As long as you successfully complete a bachelor degree, then you can apply.
And we have many questions about the scholarship. VCC are they providing a scholarship as well to international students?
So we have some general entrance awards, not a lot of money, about $1,000 per person, and you have to have really good grades when you apply. So that's before you begin the program. But the majority of our scholarships are during your program. Let me give you an example. For example, automotive collision and refinishing diploma. A couple of years ago, we have students winning $5,000 scholarships from BMW because we have industry helping out and recognizing successful candidates. For hospitality, we have students earning $2,000 scholarships, culinary like $500 to $800 scholarships. So every program is a little bit different. Some scholarships you need to apply. Some scholarships, the instructors will put your name down. For example, we have some hospitality management students who never applied, but their names were recommended by the instructors because they're doing really well in classes. So we had one student who got nominated twice and won the scholarship twice without even applying. So there are many more opportunities for you when you are a VCC student if you're doing well, but there are also some entrance scholarships available.
But not so much any of you guys are providing scholarship to international students. Okay. Yeah. And after graduation, is it easy to get a job as a VCC student?
Yes, so we have a very high average graduate employment rate. The employment rate can be anywhere between 90% and 95%, depending on what you study. Some programs are a little bit lower, like 85. Some programs are 100%. But anyway, a lot of our programs really train students to do particular jobs. And sometimes, for example, a lot of international students' first job is actually recommended by their instructors. So we had a CAD and BIM technician student who graduated and then thought, oh, I need to find a job. So he emailed his instructor. His instructor said, why don't you try these 2 companies? And he got an interview right away and then got a job the next week.
That's only good students.
You have to do well. You have to do well to be recommended by the instructors to different job opportunities. But for students who are average, you're not the best in your classes, there's still a lot of job opportunities. A lot of programs have their own job searching platform. Sometimes we have general job fair for everybody. So there are a lot of opportunities available.
How often you guys are providing job fair?
Usually once or twice a year. Sometimes those once or twice a year job fairs are for everybody. But department areas, program areas have more specific connections to
that's
jobs.
What I heard from the students.
Yes.
And also recently we got many inquiry about the early childhood education. Could you explain about this program as well?
Of course. So early childhood educators are very sought after. We need a lot more ECCE professionals in BC. So that's why we have worked with VCC's Early Childhood Care Education Department to create a diploma for international students.
Right.
This program doesn't require you to have prior work experience. Even if you have never worked with children, that's okay. You just have to have high school graduation. You have to have 2 reference letters, and the 2 reference letters need to be from either a school, teacher, or a company, or anybody you volunteer with. Cannot be your friends or family. It has to be a professional reference. And after that, you will have an interview with the instructor to make sure that you understand what you're getting into. And usually our interview passing rate is really, really high. It's not often when we have students that don't pass. So high school graduation, English, 2 reference letters, interview, and that's it. Then you're in.
The student can use a pathway program.
Because this program requires an interview,
That's
and
why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, before the interview, you need to have good English. So this program accepts pathway certificates, but no conditional admission. But you can still go to ILAC or ILSC to meet the English level, just no conditional admission ahead of time.
All right. Okay. I think it's pretty much enough about the VCC program. Could you just closing comments, want to say something for potential students?
Of course, yeah. I want to give you one particular statistics that I got in late August or early September. So every year we send out surveys to our international students. This time we sent it to about 3,000 students. About 300 of them responded, so it's a good 10% response rate. Out of those students, 91% of our international students said they will recommend VCC to other friends or family because they're very happy. We have about 97% satisfaction rate, but they're happy doesn't mean they'll recommend, right? But 91% of our international students said they will recommend VCC. So it really tells you how happy our students are because they're able to get a job, they're able to transfer to university, they're able to, some of them get permanent residency. That's why they're satisfied and they are recommending us to somebody else. So I hope you'll be one of them who either gets recommended by your friends or family, or you are hearing about VCC because of James's team. We really want you to join the VCC as a VCC family.
Yeah, because of VCC, this kind of feedback, reputation, and there is Angela team, we also recommend to our students as well.
Thank you so much.
All right,
James.
all right. Thank you so much, guys, and say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you soon.
And also, the other things, we are going to Korea next year, March.
Yes.
Let's go together.
Okay.
And Vietnam as well.
Okay.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, guys.
See you.